You see them in photos, in documentaries, and if you're lucky enough to visit, you see them in person. An 82-year-old woman walking home from the market. Her back is straight, her steps are steady. There is no walker. There is no cane. She doesn't consider herself an athlete. She isn't working out. She is simply living, and it makes you wonder, why do so many elders in Japan maintain this quiet strength? This graceful mobility well into their 80s and even 90s, while in the West, life after 60 can become a story of fearing the next fall, of chairs that feel a little too low, and of a world that seems to shrink each year. Now it's easy to say, oh, it's just good genetics. But what if I told you science proves that's not the real story? A landmark study in the journal Nature found that up to 80% of how we age is determined not by our DNA, but by our daily lifestyle. So what is their secret? It isn't found in a gym or a high-tech fitness app. It's woven into the very fabric of their daily lives. In 3 quiet, powerful secrets you can start adopting today. In the West, we schedule exercise. We put it in our calendar, and often, we dread it after retirement. As our lives slow down, our bodies get locked into the shape of a chair. But in Japan, movement is embedded in the environment, and one of the most powerful secrets is the simple act of sitting on the floor. It sounds too simple to be true, but think about it. Every time you sit down on a floor cushion and stand back up, you are performing a natural squat. You are engaging your core, keeping your hips flexible, and strengthening the largest muscles in your legs. It is a mini workout you do a dozen times a day without ever thinking about it. This is what functional strength truly means. It's not about lifting heavy weights. It's about having the strength to lift yourself. This is why many elders still tend their gardens, sweep their porches, and walk to the local shop. Their lives require them to move, and so, their bodies obey. For many of us, the word diet is about weight loss, but for Japanese elders, food is about protection. It's the daily medicine that keeps their muscles and joints from declining. After 60, many people begin to experience sarcopenia. It's that quiet loss of strength. The feeling that grocery bags are heavier and the stairs are steeper. But in Japan, the rates of severe muscle loss are significantly lower. Why? It starts on their plate. Their diet is a system of protection. First, the gut healing protectors, fermented foods like miso and natto. They are rich in probiotics that calm inflammation in the gut, where many joint problems begin. A calm gut means a calmer body with less stiffness in the knees and hips. Second, the joint-soothing fats. Small, oily fish like mackerel and sardines, they are packed with omega-3 salts, which act like a natural lubricant for your joints and support muscle repair. And third, the bone-supporting foundation, vitamin-rich mushrooms, mineral-rich seaweed, and dark leafy greens. These aren't side dishes. They are the building blocks that keep the skeleton strong and resilient. They eat to move, and because they eat this way, they can. Perhaps the most important secret has nothing to do with the body, but with the mind. In the West, aging is often seen as an ending, a time of decline to be managed, but in Japanese culture, it is a season to be respected. Wrinkles are not a sign of decay, but a map of wisdom. Elders are expected to remain engaged, to contribute, to have a purpose, what they call ikigai, whether it's cooking for the family, teaching a craft, or participating in community events. They have a reason to get out of bed in the morning. And the body follows the mind. When you have a reason to get up, your legs will follow. This cultural mindset prevents the greatest trigger for physical decline: the belief that your useful life is over. Because they remain useful, they remain mobile. So what does this mean for you? It means that the walker is not your destiny. It means that strength and independence after 60, 70, or 80 are not a matter of luck, but of choice. You don't have to move to Japan. You don't have to be perfect. It starts with one bowl of miso soup, one decision to sit on a cushion on the floor while you watch TV, one short walk to the corner store instead of driving. These small intentional choices, practiced day after day, are what build a life of mobility. Your journey isn't over. It can continue with dignity, with grace, and with strength. If this message inspired you, please tap the like button to help it reach others who need to hear it. And for more quiet, natural strategies from the world's longest living people, subscribe to the Miracle Leaf. Your journey to a stronger, more peaceful life begins now. The purpose of Ikigai provides the motivation to move. The anti-inflammatory diet provides the fuel for that movement, and the daily Embedded movement makes it possible to live that purpose for years to come. It is a lifestyle of gentle, consistent strength. It is a stark contrast to the cycles so common in the West. A life of sitting, which leads to stiffness, which leads to less movement, which leads to weakness, which eventually leads to the walker. That path is not inevitable, the choice is still yours. It starts with one bowl of miso soup, one decision to sit on a cushion on the floor while you watch TV, one short walk to the corner store instead of driving. These small, intentional choices, practiced day after day, are what build a life of mobility. Your journey isn't over. It can continue with dignity, with grace, and with strength. But there is one more piece to this puzzle, a fourth secret, so deeply ingrained in Japanese culture that it's almost invisible to them. Yet it may be the most powerful protector of all. In the modern Western world, aging can be a lonely journey as friends move away and family becomes busy. Isolation can become one of the biggest threats to health. Studies have shown that chronic loneliness can be as damaging to our health as smoking. 15 cigarettes a day, it raises stress hormones, increases inflammation, and quietly discourages us from staying active. In Japan, this is far less common. The culture is built on the strength of the group. In places like Okinawa, they have a concept called a moe, a social support group that begins in childhood and lasts a lifetime. These are groups of friends who meet regularly to chat, share advice, and even pool their money to help each other in times of need. They are a chosen family, an unbreakable social safety net. This sense of belonging provides a powerful motivation to stay healthy. You don't just walk for yourself. You walk to meet your moe. You don't just cook healthy meals for yourself. You share them with your neighbors. This daily social connection is a powerful antidote to the depression and apathy that can so often lead to physical decline. You are expected, you are needed, and so, you show up. So how can you bring these secrets into your life starting today? It can feel overwhelming. But you don't have to change everything at once. The Japanese way is about small, consistent steps. Here is where you can begin. First, start with your feet before you worry about the gym. Reawaken the muscles that give you balance for 1 week. Try this simple habit when you wake up while holding onto a kitchen counter for support. Stand on one leg for just 10 seconds, then switch to the other. This tiny act sends a signal to your brain and your body, reminding them how to work together to keep you stable. Second, start with your bowl. Don't try to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Instead, just add one thing for the next week. Have one small bowl of miso soup each day. It's warm, it's comforting, and it introduces those protective probiotics into your gut. It is one small act of nourishment. And third, start with your purpose. Find one small task today that serves someone else. It could be as simple as watering a neighbor's plant, calling a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, or reading a story to a grandchild over the phone. Feel that sense of being needed. That is the beginning of your ikigai. Final montage of aspirational shots: elders walking, gardening, smiling, interacting with family. The tone is hopeful and empowering. It's not a single miracle habit that keeps Japanese elders out of walkers. It's the beautiful, interconnected system of movement, nutrition, purpose, and community. Each secret supports the others, creating a powerful foundation for a long, independent, and joyful life. You have this wisdom now. The question is, what will you do with it? Your body is still listening. Give it something kind.